On behalf of the management of the Forestry Development Authority, especially the Managing Director and the Senior Management, we want to take this time and opportunity to welcome you here. And of course, we are also doing it in the name of the RED Implementation Unit, I see at the FDA. We hope you enjoy your time here. This has been a place that we normally refer to in the RIU, and the RIU is the RED Implementation Unit, as a place of refuge for us. Whenever we are in difficult times at the RED Implementation Unit, in terms of coming up with documents, in terms of coming up with agreements, this is where we come, Daniel. And it has its origin, in 2013, 2014, when we were writing our first midterm review for the then RED project, which was referred to as the FCPF2. To put that midterm review together was a tough thing. It took us weeks in Monrovia, we couldn't come up with the documents. And so all of a sudden, one time I started and said, you know what, gentlemen, let's find a secluded place, go there for 3-4 days and see what we come up with. And someone came, I think it was Peter Moruba or someone came up with a name, Daniel. And we came here. We spent 3 days from 7 in the morning to 8-9 p.m. 7 in the morning to 8-9 p.m. And at the end of 3 days, we came up with a document that was more satisfactory than the documents we have done before. And that document that was done here for 3 days is what gave us the additional funding that we are running on today. So this place is a wonderful place to be. Whenever I'm at Daniel, I feel comfortable that what we have come here for, we are going to achieve that purpose or even go beyond the purpose. For those who just joined the team recently, George and others, Glasgow and others will tell you, even though he's not a member of the team, but he represents his institution, Glasgow will tell you, the most recent one was when we had the problem of the budget and the work plan. It was Daniel that we came, we met here, I think it was 3 or 4 days again, and then we came up with something that at least was acceptable to us and to the bank. So we want to use this time to say, you are welcome here, make the maximum use of this time. 2-3 days that you are here for this training, make the maximum use of it. And we know that at the end of the day, what we have come here for, we will achieve it, or even go beyond what we have come here for. And so that leads me to the next point I have to do with the overview and purpose of the training. The Liberia Forest Sector project comes out of the letter of intent that was signed between the government of Liberia and the government of Norway. And that letter of intent specifically speaks towards helping Liberia to achieve the conservation target that we set of at least 30% of our remaining forest estate, and also providing benefit for those who live on the fringes of the forest, and also playing its role as a forest as the carbon sequestered spot in the world. You know, Liberia is among the 34 hot biodiversity spots in the world in terms of the remaining portion of the forest that we still have. And the richness of the forest, that put us among the 34 hard biodiversity spots in the world. And so the Liberia Forest Sector project came as no mistake for the government of Norway and for the people of Liberia. We hope our incoming government will take serious note of what we are doing, and will even include it, since it's already part of the country's developmental agenda, not only being part of it, but we flag it out as one of the trump cards that we have as a country. Other countries are looking for what we have, the forest that we have, to even have at least 40% of the remaining upper Guinea forest. It's something that other countries around us envy us for. And so we are here specifically to do some training as to how those of you who are in the field, I see my brother Herbert from Cape Mount, I see people from Riverside, I see people from Nimba and other places, and of course even at the central office, because this is a project that we are running. In fact, it's not a project for me now, tell me as a program, even though the document says project, but we have gone beyond project. We have gone beyond project, it's a program now. And so this particular program, in order for us to produce or show to our donors that the funding they are giving us, we are using the funding for the intended purpose. That is where the reporting aspect of it comes in. And of course, as students of monitoring and evaluation, you know that, of course, once you are reporting on specific goals, right? Specific objectives, specific deliverables. And so the data you collect from the fee, and that's where you become very important to this process. The data you collect as fee people is the data that is going to feed into the narrative that we are going to do. Next week, what we are doing here for the next 2-3 days is going to be followed next week by a reporting process. So what you are doing here is going to set the pace for what we will be doing, or the other people that are coming as of Sunday will be doing for the next couple of days after you. Some of you will stay. I think Widow is one of those that are going to stay. The only lady in the house, you'll be joined by other ladies this time, Widow. So don't be afraid, you'll not be the only female lady here. But on a serious note, so what you are about to do here, take it serious. It's important for us. It's important for us as a country, for us as an entity, the Forestry Development Authority, and of course for us as the Rare Implementation Unit. And this one I will be specific to the junior officers that will be going in the field, the natural resource management officers that will also be going in the field. Please take this serious. The extension officers, by extension, is also your responsibility. The data you collect in the field, the information you feel also in the field is the information that we are going to put into the final narrative that we will be sending over to the bank and to our donor partners. So it is very important. Please take this serious for the next 2-3 days that you are here. But there's something that is happening. And I always like to say this. Let's count ourselves blessed and count ourselves as part of history. This project that we have come here to begin to work on the monitoring evaluation as component of it, do some training about, is one of its first kind in the Republic of Liberia. This project cut across 6 different government entities. That's the first thing. Secondly, this is the biggest forestry project I have ever, in the lifetime of forestry in Liberia, I have ever come to Liberia. So for us to be a part of this, let's count ourselves blessed. More besides, I had a meeting 2 days ago with the guys who will be doing the National Forest Infantry, which is an extension of what we are going to be doing here. The National Forest Infantry is to tell us what we have as a forest, what is in that forest. So there will also be data coming from there that will form part of these things. But let's count ourselves blessed, as I said, because why? History will judge us currently when we shall have produced what we need to produce for this project. Specifically, there are some deliverables that are set out there, targets, like the National Forest Infantry. We have never done a National Forest Infantry as a country. This will be the first time and will be part of this project. And count yourself blessed, and I'll count myself blessed, that we are part of history making. Not only that, there are so many other things. I was telling Herbert this morning when I met him here after a few months, I said, Herbert, I want to go to Cape Mon, I want to eat the cold water fish, but you won't see me in Cape Mon, as I told you 2-3 months ago. You will only see me in Cape Mon when we get the small boats to take to you in Cape Mon. Because why? This project is also going to, is in the process of acquiring 2 boats to take to Lake Piso for ecotourism. These are things that have never happened in the sector before. So let's count ourselves blessed. So let's count ourselves blessed that history will be kind to us if at the end of the day we meet the deliverables or even go beyond the deliverables. But those deliverables can be met and specifically shown to the rest of the world if we have our data in place, if we have our narratives in place. And the data collection aspect and the reporting aspect is why you are here, or why we are here. I'm saying you are here because a few minutes from now, a few hours from now, I'll be leaving to go back to Morocco and have a couple of meetings. But I'm coming back because we'll be here for the rest of the time. But that is why we are here. We are here, and let's sit down. Look, we have one of the most experienced persons. You know, normally when I say he says I like to flatter him, but Dr. George Fokwa, Ambassador Dr. George Fokwa is one of the best we have in this country in terms of monitoring evaluation. Bowen Seyon, our current deputy for operations, will tell you the first time I met Dr. Fokwa was during the negotiations for his contract. Prior to that, the first time I heard about Dr. Football when I saw the name of shortlisted candidates was Bowen who told me. Bowen said, oh, he taught me M&E. So, and Bowen is one of those, if you go to Bowen office or Bowen come to your office, the way you talk, the way you discuss, you know that Bowen is somebody who talks specifically moving to the monitoring evaluation aspect. So you know that he comes from a good school of thought. So you have one of the best, and we are proud to say we have one of the best that is going to teach you. And mind you, people who go to LIPA, the first set of people that went to LIPA, Dr. Fokker and others were those who taught them. I have not been fortunate to drink from that cup of wisdom. I think this is the time that I'm going to begin to drink from that cup of wisdom. So let's take advantage of, let's seize the moment. Barack Obama said in America, let's seize the moment. Let us seize this moment under Dr. Fokker, and at the end of the day, we will not leave from here empty. We may not leave from here cup-filled, but we will leave from here at least with something in our cups, and that we can sit tomorrow and say, look, you know what? It was during the Labrador Forest Sector project that we began the process of actual active data collection, monitoring, reporting, and verification. I thank you very much. Enjoy yourself.
Wow. Thank you so much.